Hey YouTube, it's Kay and I'm back. I just saw a video about Sheryl Underwood and basically saying that black hair is disgusting and that nobody wants that. I think that is the most horrific thing an African American woman can say about her own race. It doesn't matter what your hair texture is, it's what God gave you. You have to embrace that. But that's the problem. A lot of people don't want to embrace their own hair. They would rather permanent, and I'm not against anybody permanent hair or anything like that, but no matter if you rock your hair natural or you wear perms, you still have to learn how to love yourself. That to me displayed lack of self-esteem within a person when you can just make a comment of that nature and be okay with it and actually laugh, because Heidi Klum shaves off her child's hair and she saves it, and she said, don't nobody want that. Why not embrace your hair, love your hair? And I think that's a problem that we have as a culture, is that we don't completely love ourselves. We don't embrace who we are as a people, as a person. Of course, there are things that you may not necessarily like about your body, but embrace it anyway. So what if your hair doesn't curl like mine? Love it. If you decide to rock your hair in perms or you wear wigs or whatever, but the bottom line is you have to love yourself. You have to love who you are as an individual. You have to love who you are as a person, your personality. You have to know who you are. And that to me displayed her lack of self-esteem, her lack of self-respect. Because not only did she say that, she said it on national television where thousands of people were watching. And to make that comment as if black hair is something bad. It's what you are born with. And then to make a comment to her co-host and say, her co-host said, hey, I don't know if it's weird, but I saved my child's hair. And she said, your hair, but I'm sure their hair was, your baby's hair was pretty. It was nice and silky. What kind of nonsense is that? That you obviously are not happy about who you are. That you obviously are okay with downing your own African American culture. We have come so far, and yet obviously not far enough, because for her to make a comment like that shows I'm just speechless. I'm utterly disgusted. It makes absolutely no sense. It's ridiculous to make a comment like that. You have to know who you are as an individual. You can't depend on everybody else what you like or what you do. But as long as you are okay with that, that's what matters. You have to love who you are as an individual. No one can do that for you. And if you're looking for somebody to fill in that void, you're going to be hurt. You're going to be upset. But loving your hair is a part of that. It's a part of embracing who you are as an individual. It's a part of embracing who God created you to be, who God made you to be. Yeah, you may decide to perm your hair, you may decide to rock wigs or whatever. Do you. But love who you are. And to make comments like that shows, in my opinion, like I said, a lack of self-esteem and self-love. We have to pour into ourselves. We have to pour into the next generation, the little girls that we're raising. I tell my daughters all the time, you are beautiful. Your hair is gorgeous. Your hair is beautiful. It does not have to be straight. I don't wear wigs. I rock my natural hair. And because of that, my children say, Mommy, your hair is beautiful. You're beautiful. Because I'm teaching them to embrace and love who they are. That's essential. We have to teach our children how to love who they are. Love their hair. Love their complexion. Love their lips, their nose, their eyes, their size, the way they look. Because they're beautiful. You're fearfully and wonderfully made by a loving God. So why choose to pick a specific thing about yourself and say, oh, I don't like this? Why do that? Why do that? Because you're diminishing who God created you to be. He knew who He wanted you to be. He knew what He wanted you to look like. Embrace that. This scar I have on my face, I didn't get it from fighting. My dog bit me at 3. I didn't have control of that. But guess what? I embraced it. It's who I am. It makes me beautiful. I don't feel any less beautiful with it. I love it. Why? Because it makes me different from everybody else. Aside from my hair or whatever. It brings a distinction to who I am. We have to learn how to love who we are and not depend on a hairstyle, a fade, or whatever the case may be. Learn how to love yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful because you are. You're gorgeous. You're phenomenal. You're amazing. You're intelligent. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're funny. You're loving. You're kind. Whatever it is, whatever those personality traits, I don't care if you have to stand in a mirror and declare that stuff to yourself to build up your own self-esteem, because that's what it boils down to. Is having self-esteem and loving who you are and embracing who you are and who God created you to be. That's what it boils down to. It doesn't matter about hair. Hair is simply an outward expression of who you are. That's all it is. Just like people dye their hair, just like people rock braids or whatever, just like people rock different nail color, different makeup, eyeshadow, blush, lipsticks. It's an outward expression of their personality, of who they are. But guess what? They love themselves. They embrace who they are. They embrace who they are. And it doesn't matter. So that's all I want to say. It's Sheryl Underwood. I pray that you love yourself. You learn to love who you are and not speak in such a negative manner against your own heritage, your own race, because that's very sad. That's all. Bye.